This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNN Live. We're at the New Orleans Investment Conference 2017 here in New Orleans. I'm going to be doing a Wall Street view with Egon von Greyerz from Matterhorn Asset Management, a private company. Egon, welcome to SNN Live.
Shelley, great to be on your program. Really appreciate it.
It's good to have you. Let's start with you telling our audience an overview of your company and what it does.
Yes. Well, we are Matterhorn Asset Management, and our trading name is Gold Switzerland. We are asset managers specializing in wealth preservation. We have clients in over 50 countries in the world, and we help them to preserve wealth, especially by buying physical precious metals, gold and silver primarily, storing it in private vaults outside the banking system in Switzerland and also in Singapore. We have the biggest vault in the world, private vault in Switzerland, in the Swiss Alps, in the old military bunker. That's the biggest private vault and the most secure in the world. So a very special place to store gold.
Now there's a lot going on in the gold market. Bring me up to date with what's happening currently. We're standing in the middle of a precious metals conference, so please tell me.
It's very interesting, the gold market, because the gold price has been suppressed now for 6 years, since 2011. We've seen it gone down, but we're still in a bull market. What is especially interesting is that the physical market, there is constant demand, and the refiners in Switzerland, which are the biggest in the world, they refine about 60-70% of the gold in the world. They sell everything they can sell, which is about 3,000 tons a year, which the Swiss refiners refine. And that is the production of gold miners around the world, 3,000 tons, and they do about 70% of that. But they can sell everything because the demand is constant from China, from India, and from Russia and the Far East. So with that, you would expect the gold price to be a lot higher. But sadly, there is a paper market in gold that is being manipulated and suppressed by central banks and by bullion banks. And this is why we are still seeing a low gold price, because the physical demand, as I said, is constant. That there is not enough gold to actually supply to China and to India.
I think a lot of investors think that there's sellers in gold in general, that it's not being bought, that it's being sold. Like you hear rumors that this sovereign or that sovereign are unloading their positions. Am I correct?
Well, there are no sellers on physical gold. That's the interesting point. As I said, somebody said to me, why don't the refiners market gold so that there'll be higher demand and higher price? Well, they don't have to, because all the production from these refiners is already pre-sold. There is nothing to market. There is no stock of gold anywhere in the world, except for central banks who have a little bit. But central banks stopped selling around the turn of the century, around 2000. They stopped selling. And now there's buying from central banks, especially in the Far East, China, and of course in Russia also. So they're constantly increasing their gold stocks, whilst the West has been selling for many years. So we have seen a massive flow from west to east of gold, because the East understand what's happening in gold, and they understand why we need gold for wealth preservation purposes, especially since central banks around the world are destroying the value of paper money. So this is why we think that the risks are higher than ever in the global system. This is why investors should hold an important part of their assets in physical gold and store it outside the banking system as insurance against their other assets.
It's full circle, right? Now you have these big producers of gold, both in North America and around the world, that are running out of assets to mine. Now you have these exploration companies and development companies that are out there in this market trying to do some discoveries. How does this all affect the gold market in the future?
Well, there isn't enough gold around. We've seen peak gold. As I said, the annual production is now 3,000 tons by the miners, And it's estimated that that will be down to 2,500 tons by 2025. So, if they actually discover gold today, it will take, on average, 15 years before they can take it out of the ground. 15 years. So whatever is discovered today is not going to help until, in the late 20s or early 30s. So therefore, there isn't enough gold, and once the demand now, there's only 0.5% of world financial assets in gold today. And when demand increases as we get higher inflation and as central banks start to print more money, there will not be enough gold. People will not get hold of gold. And the only thing that they can buy is gold at a lot higher prices.
Speaking of higher prices, what do you think the next cycle of prices is going to be?
Well, we went into gold for ourselves and for our investors in 2002 at $300. And already then I said that I expect gold in today's money to get to $10,000. And I think, but I don't think we will have today's money. I think we will have inflationary or hyperinflationary money. So I think the price could be a lot higher, whether that's 50,000 or 100,000 or 100 trillion like in the Weimar Republic in the 1920s. But that's not real money, that's funny money. So, but in real terms, gold will go at least to $10,000, and it's just under $1,300 a day. So the upside is enormous, and that's the main reason for that is, of course, the central banks and governments and the financial system being bankrupt.
What's your background?
My background is banking and then corporate life in the UK for about just under 20 years, where we built up a relatively small electronic retailer to the biggest consumer electronic company in the UK. And then once I finished with that, I went back into the investment market, which is my passion and my hobby. And this is, I'm not a gold bag at all. I just see gold as an instrument and as a protection against the risks in the world. And global risk has never been greater than ever than it is right now, in my view.
Egon, let's get your website out there for more information for our investor audience.
Our website is goldswitzerland.com. There you'll find all the information about our company, how we can help investors. You'll also see articles written by me and as well as interviews with me. So just go to goldswitzerland.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Egon von Greyerz, Matterhorn Asset Management, a private company. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNN Live, and we're coming to you live from the New Orleans Investment Conference 2017 here in New Orleans. Thank you so much for coming on, Egon.
Shelley, a great pleasure to be on your show. Thank you so much.